My people, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has just dropped a massive bombshell, calling President TINUBU'S fuel subsidy removal one of the biggest economic frauds ever sold to Nigerians. But before you start clapping for Atiku, wait until you see how top analysts on Arise News completely expose the giant holes in Atiku's own plan. If you think the old politicians have the real solution for this country, you need to hear this. Let us start with the first major bombshell from the news update. According to the report from Arise News, Atiku Abubakar doubled down on his proposal to restore a targeted petrol subsidy. He heavily criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of running a contradictory economic policy. Atiku claimed that Tinubu is removing support from poor Nigerians while granting tax credits, concessions and other incentives to major investors in the petroleum industry. Because of this, Atiku described the claim that petrol subsidy has been abolished as one of the biggest economic fraud being sold to Nigerians. And the Arise News analysts backed this up with a shocking statistic. The analyst revealed that Nigeria paid 34 trillion naira in import waivers as foregone revenue in 2025 alone. He stated that it was the big people and crony capitalists who benefited from these waivers, where the poor are suffering. My people, let us apply pure logic here. On the issue of TINUBU'S policy, Atiku and the analysts are 100% correct. How can you tell the ordinary Nigerians that there is no more money to subsidize their transport to work, but you are quietly handing out 34 trillion naira in import waivers to the billionaires? The establishment has simply shifted the money from the masses to their crony capitalist friends. But wait a minute, before you think Atiku is the savior we are looking for, the Arise News analyst turned the table and asked a brilliant question that left Atiku's camp completely speechless. Moving to the second point, even though the Arise analyst destroyed the APC's argument, he also stated clearly that he is not happy with Atiku Abubakar. The analyst argued that he does not like people just talking in the public space without providing data. He challenged Atiku to provide what he called mathematical modeling. The analyst demanded to know at what level of crude oil price will Atiku pay this subsidy. Is the threshold at $80 per barrel? The analyst stated that if you bring out a proposal, you must also bring out the mathematical modeling, and he was not sure if Atiku had done that. My people, this is exactly why we must be very critical. I completely agree with the Arise analyst here. He cannot allow Atiku to just play populist politics with our emotion. You cannot just say, I will bring back subsidy without showing us the maths. Where is the data? Where is the numbers? This is exactly why the obedient movement stand behind Peter Obi. Have you ever seen Peter Obi propose a policy without breaking down the numbers, the percentage, and the global cooperative data? Never. The old political class is used to just throwing sweet word at the masses to win elections. But you cannot run a modern economic on vibes. If Atiku cannot provide the mathematical modeling for this targeted subsidy, then it is just another empty political promise aimed at 2027. And if you need proof that bringing back the old subsidy without street modeling is a terrible idea, Arise News just reminded us of the dark secrets from the Jonathan era. This brings us to the climax of the discussion. According to Arise News, one of the hosts warned that going back to an upper queue, corrupt subsidy regime should not be considered at all by the Nigerian state. Rufai recalled that under the Jonathan administration in 2012, a committee discovered that 21 companies were collecting money fraudulently under the subsidy scheme. The committee found 197 fraudulent transactions that robbed Nigeria of 232 billion naira. Because of this massive corruption, the federal government government and the APC are warning that reversing the policy now will reopen fiscal pressures and distortion. Let us tear down this logic perfectly. Tinubu removed the subsidy carelessly without a safety net for the vulnerable. That was wicked. But Atiku wanting to blindly restore it without showing us the structural safeguard is equally dangerous. We already know the cartel use the old subsidy to steal trillions. This is the truth. You cannot subsidize consumption forever. Looking at the debate on the streets, Nigerians are completely fed up. People are online asking, where did the 15 trillion naira saved from the subsidy go? And they are right to ask that question. So my people, I am throwing this question to you. What do you think about this old gist? Do you agree with the Arise analyst that Atiku need to provide mathematical modeling before we take him seriously? Drop your thoughts in the comment section right now. Let's discuss. And if you're just coming across my channel, you're welcome. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and turn on that bell icon to get notified anytime I upload any latest video for our political stories and breakdown. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. See you in the next video. Peace out.